All right, friends, December the 6th, we are officially in a new month. I am so sorry that we missed the team call last week, but as you know, as you are aware, we were in hustle mode. I don't have any other word for it. We were in a zone. Holly and I were partnered up and we did amazing things last week. Holly went green, and I just want to give her a big shout out for doing that, because it puts her in the top 2% of the company. It is the first elite rank in our business, and we're so proud of you, Holly. And as a result, our team as a whole bumped up to orange status. And I am over the moon proud of every single one of you that had sales, that did things to move your business forward. It was just an exciting time. They refer to November in the unique business as the Super Bowl of our business. And it's just such an exciting time. So on the heels of that, I want you guys to remember that every month in this business is what you make of it. And sometimes we tie ourselves down to these ideas about what the business is, and oh, November's the best month, so I'm not going to get any sales in December. And that's not true. People are still buying. People are still shopping. People still need to fill stockings. And so the worst thing that you could do in this moment is lose that momentum and lose that excitement by thinking that people aren't shopping. Even if they bought from you last month, that doesn't mean they don't want to come back to the well for more gifts. If maybe last month they bought it for personal use, maybe this month they want to buy it for their mom or their sister or their best friend. So never discount the potential that's in front of you. Do not get in their wallets. It is not your job to be their financial advisor. You are simply there offering a wonderful product. And now this month, there's a lot of great products at a discount since they, as we segue, since they announced that they are sunsetting half of the royalty line. Like they're sunsetting royalty altogether, but half of the products will never be seen again, including the night cream, which if you guys know anything about me, you know I have dry skin. I use that night cream in the morning and at night. I'm obsessed with that night cream. So I ordered 3 of them because I'm sure they're going to come out with something wonderful, but I love the night cream so much, I don't want to lose that in my routine. So right now, the entire royalty line is 25% off for all of your customers. The instant lifting serum and the charcoal mask have already sold out completely. So you will want to make sure that every day you are going to your website and updating yourself on what's available and what's not, because the closer we get to the end of the month, the more products are going to be selling out. And I would hate for you to get into a situation where you sold something to someone and then you go to order it in the back office and you realize it's not there anymore. So it's important that we stay abreast of what's happening in the stockage of those products. Oh my God, Teresa, what is your dog's name?
It's Sophie. I don't know what her problem is.
She does not like you paying attention to anybody else, and she's distracting me because she's.
I am so sorry. I don't know what's happening to her. She's got to get off me.
She's like, you gotta pay attention to me, Mom. Me. All right.
I can see her face right now. I can't.
Yeah, she's so mad at you.
She's very mad at me right now.
Don't do it.
2 years old and temperamental.
Spoiled.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my fault.
So we went to this training this weekend. If any of you saw some of the videos that we posted in the group, Amber was there, Sherry was there. So awesome job for those of you that made. April almost came. We missed you, April. I was looking for you in the crowd, but next time for sure. These trainings are critical to infusing your business with a little bit of energy and a little bit of excitement, as well as a lot of fresh perspective. What I loved about having so many girls on the team there is because they were getting information from different pockets of people who have different experience and different life lessons. And I was even taking notes. That's how you know it's really good. When you've been in the company for 4 years and you find yourself writing notes, that's how you know they're really serving it up. And so I wanted to talk really quickly about something that I took away from it. I'm going to give you guys that, and then I'm going to ask Sherry and Amber to speak up on what they learned. But I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about parties. There were two different types of parties that were talked about, two different new ways to approach parties. And I want to give you both of those ideas for those of you that are like, oh my gosh, my regular parties aren't working. I keep asking people for home parties and they're not working. So these are two different ways to approach parties so that maybe you can get some sales this month and maybe you can get those, bonuses and those promotions, whatever your goals are. The first one, which I thought was really interesting, is called messenger parties. And essentially, rather than creating an event or a group, you put everybody into a Facebook Messenger and then you guide it from there. You post, however, maybe it's a 1-hour messenger party. You create this messenger group. You post a couple of things leading up to get people excited. And then it's a 1-hour feeding frenzy where you're posting graphics and you're telling people about the products and people are commenting that they want things. And then you have all of those people's contacts so that you can go through and friend them. And that's just a new energetic way, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, versus the 10-day Facebook group parties or the 5-day Facebook group parties. It's that 1-hour instant gratification, just sell it all kind of party. So here's what I think the pros and the cons are without having personally tried it. From the forefront, I think that the pros are that you get people in a new format, because I think oftentimes Facebook becomes very numbing and people start to tune out to Facebook. So messengers, they get those notifications every time unless they mute it, right? So you're getting more interaction and everyone will comment and feed in the chat faster than they would on a group or in an event. And so it just helps to snowball that energy in the chat, and you can really stimulate the excitement of buying right away. So it's like real quick, you're done in one night, right? The downside that I see is that you don't have any way to kind of keep track of who's ordering what. So if it were a pop-in chat, if you will, right? Like, let's take it back to the 90s, things were popping. If it were a pop-in chat, you could have hundreds of messages in that hour, and it would be kind of laborious to go back and figure out who wanted what. Do you know what I'm saying? So finding a system to keep that organized would be my biggest concern. How do you keep a chat organized? And because you're posting these pictures every 5 or 10 minutes and somebody comes on and they say, I want that, and you're 5 images deep, I want what would be my question. Do you want the first product, the second product, the third product, the fourth? What product do you want, right? So figuring out a way to make that more organized, if it were super exciting, would be the only con that I could think of. Okay, so think about messenger parties. They're kind of up and coming. I know a lot of other presenters, purple statuses and orange statuses or whatever, are having huge success in them. So it doesn't hurt to give it a try and see if that actually works in your business, especially if you've already tried the other kinds of parties and it's not really working. Okay. The other kind of party that we learned about was, it's called live links. And Shaylee taught us about live links. Now, this is only effective if you go live every day. Okay. So what you do is you get your hostess to share your live link on her main wall with some verbiage that you create. Hey girls, I'm hosting a party with Shaylee. Here's her video. If you see anything that she's using that you want, make sure that you comment below, whatever. And so your hostesses are sharing your lives for 10 days straight. And you give them that text and they share it every day. I'm hosting a party with this girl. She's using these products today, blah, 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 right? Now, what would happen if you had 5 parties, 5 people agree to have live links, 5 people to agree to just share your stuff, right? You create them their party link, and then you just ask them to share your live video for 10 days, okay? And if they get sales, then they get free things. Shaylee said she had 73 live links going on at the current moment as of Saturday. 73. What that means is She had 73 people sharing her live every single day. So the benefit to that is you're going to get a lot of exposure really fast. Like, don't you want those numbers? Don't you want 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 views on your lives? Don't you want 15 shares? Like, that's how you do it, is by doing these live link parties. So even if 99% don't qualify, it's still putting your name out there to the market and to the universe and to your friends and the people that are hostessing their network, right? It's giving you access to grow your network. So that's the benefit to that. The downside, the con in my opinion, is that it never gives you a chance to truly connect with your hostesses and their network, right? You're just depending on a share and hoping the share does most of the work, which it can, like there are lots of lives that can do a lot of the work. But I like talking to just a small group of people. You get on a live and there's 300 people on there. It feels like you don't talk to anybody. You know what I'm saying? So both of those options that we talked about, the messenger parties and the live links, are really great ways. Tequila's kicking in. They're really great ways to explore what's going to work for you, because every single person on this team is going to have a slightly different combination for their success. And that's why I want to share these things with you guys, because I could give you my way 1,000,000 times and you could try it and it's not going to work. Somebody else is going to say, try it this way, and you try it that way, and it's going to just explode your business. So as the leader, I always want to give you a lot of different variety, a lot of different options. It never hurts to try it, right? The only way that is guaranteed to fail is if you don't even try it. Okay, so just give some of these things a chance. Don't be too stubborn and think, well, I know better or I know the way, because essentially you could be shooting yourself in the foot for like the golden ticket, right? Because we think, oh, I know better and I got this. I've been doing this for a little while. I know what's up. And the moment you stop being a student of the business, the moment you stop being a sponge, you lose your edge. Right? We want to begin to become at the forefront of this business. We don't want to be following in other people's things. Shaylee taught me something, and whoever taught about the messenger parties, they taught me something. But at some point, I want to get to a place where I'm creating my own thing, right? I want to be a leader, not a follower. But you cannot come up with this inspiration unless you've tried all the other different levels, all the other different things. That's the only way you're going to get to a place where you become a leader. Okay? You got to try all the things. Before I let Sherry and Amber have a go at what they learned at the training, because those were two very tactical things, I want to see if you guys had any questions about those kind of parties.
I can tell you I'm running live links right now. You're
running live links right now. So Sherry, you can talk next, and I want you to talk a little bit about your experience with them so far. Does anybody have any questions about kind of how those are working? All right, cool beans. Sherry, why don't you go ahead and talk about the training and your takeaways and what else is on your heart?
Okay. Well, let's start off with live links. So that really inspired me when Shaylee got up and started talking about them, because for me, I always seem to have a major issue with parties failing. And I've really felt this is a new way, and I think it has a lot of potential. So a couple things I'm learning straight off the bat is, one, you're going to have to give them a little bit of a script to post with your link. Two, when you're doing your live, I highly suggest when you get on your live and you say, give me some hearts if you hear me, and, share my video for some extra love, and things like that. I think you also need to turn around and say, hey, look, if you see a link above this, one of your girlfriends share this, show them some love. Go to that, post everything you see me use today is going to be unique, and they could, they want to earn some free makeup too. And if you want your own live link, make sure you drop a comment below. Because I think by doing that, it's going to spearhead it a little bit further to get them onto the link to purchase. Right now, I literally took the verbiage that Shaylee used, I put a little bit of a twist on it to make it more me. And I posted it, and I posted yesterday, and I already have 3 live links running. That is how quickly people are just like, yeah, free makeup, I'm in. It's a little bit of a learning curve. Yesterday I did my live on my timeline. Today I went into my business page. Now, it used to be that when somebody viewed your page, you could look and see who viewed it or viewed your video. You can't anymore, which is a bummer because that would be a great way to add friends. But I mean, so far I haven't had any sales, but like I said, I've only been doing them 2 days, but I really like the concept of it. I just really thought it was a great idea. So I'm running with it, and I plan on doing a bunch more research on messenger parties as well, because that interests me too. So a couple takeaways from Saturday. It was very inspirational to hear some of the women talk. There was like nooks and crannies from everybody. I was able to take away something from almost everyone who spoke. And I will have to say, the one thing you heard over and over and over and over again is messenger and messenger. And this is one of the things I took away from Stan Storer. And she said that get in their messenger. If they have a birthday, wish them happy birthday. And if they get engaged, get in their message, congratulate them through the messenger, baby through the messenger. She also said that once you have friend requested them, what you want to do is, as soon as they accept, go and say, hey, thanks for, accepting my friend request. And after you've, done that, go to their page for over the next week, like and comment their things. And then a couple weeks later, go and find something to get in their messenger about again. So maybe they had a really cute polka dot dress on one day. Just get in their messenger and say, hey, that polka dot dress was killer. Where did you get it? You look so cute in it. You want to get in their messenger because that is helping you build that relationship. Trying to think, what else did I majorly take away?
I mean, that's so true about Messenger while you're looking over your notes, because when Holly and I decided to run for green and orange, I probably sent 500 messages. I am not exaggerating. I promise. I was literally in my Messenger. I went through everybody that ever liked, commented, or shared any of my videos in the last 6 months. Our money was made in Messenger. My promotion happened because of Facebook Messenger.
And another place to use Messenger, and this is something that I've heard 3 or 4 times now, but it has never really sunk in. I'm hoping this time it actually, roots, because when you're doing your live and you're talking and somebody comes in and says, how much is that? I don't care if you know the price or not. Don't give them the price in your live. Don't even put that price in the comments below. Get in their inbox. Or if they ask, what color eyeshadow did you just use? Tell a little fib. Oh, I already put my colors away. I'll send you a message. But you need to get in their messenger even after lives, because once again, you're building that relationship. It's all about the messenger. It's taken me 3 years to learn this, ladies. All about the messenger. So those are my big takeaways. I will tell you, if you have not watched the video posted from Sam Lawback, her video was, her talk was so amazing. I had to record it. So I know several people have. You need to watch that one. So, all right, Amber, you're up.
I'm up. So, I think the biggest thing I got was everything that you do with your business, you want to do it with intention. And then another thing was I heard, I think, every speaker talk about attraction marketing. And I think I got a lot out of Adriana, the nine steps of attraction marketing that she went over, because I'm more focused on sponsoring now. So that's what I think helped me more. So the one step she had was to give love and hope to your audience. So that's going to be like telling your story, your why. And you should incorporate that in your lives or however you can. Presenting nice and well put together. So like your lighting, something as simple as lighting can be, making yourself, sorry, I have a headache, having yourself put together. You want to brand you and not your company, or not the company. So you're the face of your company. So like with Marie, she's the Beauty Infusion. So she would say, "Hi, I'm Marie with the Beauty Infusion," not a unique presenter, if that makes sense. Defining your audience. So like finding your target audience. Like Marie with her wine, finding people that love wine, you know, would be something that she would do. Or I don't know if anybody watches Jennifer Hagemeyer, how she's always on the go. So, you know, she targets moms on the go. Creating good content. So like when you're going live, make sure you're going back and commenting, replying to all the comments on the live, engaging with everybody that is on your lives or even just your posts. Believing in yourself, positive attitude, and skills. So you have to have the skills. So there's a million trainings out there. So if you need help with anything, there's trainings all over every page that you're in. I'm sure you can find it, or just use YouTube. So if you look up the skills, practice it so you can teach it. And the ninth step was just to work your butt off. So that's what I'm going to now implement into every day for sponsoring.
That's awesome. And what I love is that these trainings have so much benefit to your business in a way, like you come away with things that you didn't realize you needed, or understandings that you didn't realize you didn't know. And like when Amber was just talking about posting with intention, I want to give you guys a couple of examples about what posting with intention looks like. So say you have somebody that signs up for your team, right? And you want to celebrate that, right? You're going to post that, you know, Susie joined your team, right? You're going to post about it on your main Facebook wall, but you don't want to just say, "Oh, yay, Susie joined. Way to go, Susie." You want to say, "Susie's a mom of 3 kids and she works a full-time job and she loves hunting and lifting weights and she loves whatever. And she decided to give this business a go." So you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone because it's intentional. The first stone lets Susie know how grateful you are to be on this journey with her. The second stone is planting seeds in other people's minds that think, "Oh, well, I work a full-time job and I'm a mom and I like to lift weights and go hunting," or whatever. You are demonstrating to all of those people in your network why there are people just like them in this business, right? And when you give people shout outs for doing things on your team, like one of the gems that I took away that was very intentional is when people hit yellow status. You guys know when you hit yellow status, you get a 25% pay raise, okay? But there are 2 ways that you can promote that on your main wall. When you give someone a shout out, if they are somebody that wants to work the business, then you shout them out as getting a pay raise. If it's somebody that's a kidnapper, then you shout them out as getting a lifetime discount. So now you're attracting several different kinds of people into your business. People that are going to do it for the lifetime discount, and people that are going to do it for the lifetime pay raises and promotions and commissions, right? So both of those strategies are ways that you can post with intention. It would be a shame for you to spend all this time and all this energy, social media, network marketing, for you to just slap stuff up there without any real structure to it, right? Create your target market. Who are you trying to attract? And 9 times out of 10, it's going to be people just like you. Okay? People that like the things that you like, people that are into the things that you're into. That's who you're going to draw in. Birds of a feather flock together. Don't try to recreate the wheel, just be yourself, but write it down. Who are you marketing to. Adriana Markowitz and Jennifer Hagemeyer market to two totally different demographics. They do not even meddle in the same kiddie pool. They are in totally different hemispheres for who they market to. There is a space for each of you, but you have to be clear on the type of women that you want to surround yourself with on your team. Okay? Do we have any questions?
Sherry, with the live links, could you maybe post an example of, because I wasn't at the lecture, but the script that you said that Shaylee gave?
I can post the screenshots of what I took.
That would be awesome. I'd love to
keep in
out of
mind,
curiosity. I'm super curious about that.
Now, I'll keep in mind her spelling and grammar is atrocious. So
yes. Oh my God, I notice that about her all the time, and it drives me insane.
You know what? To each their own. There are people out there that notice it, and there are people out there that don't. And she is on the top of the leaderboards.
I know.
So, you know, like, don't throw stones, because I want to be where she's at. I don't care how bad she spells.
So just, you know, when you're taking it, just try to take in consideration, you may have to do some deciphering. Yeah, because I had to reread it 3 times to figure out what she was saying.
Yeah. Like Jennifer Hagemeyer doesn't put her periods right next to the end of the sentence. There's always like 3 spaces and then a period. Like, that drives me bananas, but I'm like, you know what? Whatever. She's making way more money than me, so who am I to like throw rocks at her house? Nobody. So, you know, bless that what you want, you know. Yeah, she's doing more with less, apparently, right? Because you have grammatical education, she doesn't. So she's doing it without that. So, imagine what you can do when you get that with those tools in your arsenal and in your tool belt.
But I will definitely post the screenshots I took, and that way you can look at it and put your spin on it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's great. I love that she's doing something totally different, and I think it's a great way to like create new energy in your business.
It's brilliant.
I have a question. I just wanted to know Holly, congratulations on green.
Thank you.
I want to know how, like, if you hit $10,000 PRS by yourself, so how are you doing that?
So before Thanksgiving, I think I was at what, 58 or something like that. Insane. Like insane. I rocked I think 3 in-home parties. I had one in-home party that was over $2,000. It was insane. And I think in-home parties work best for me, but the second half of that was freaking Messenger, you guys. I messaged every man that I knew and said, hey, I had a little script that Marie kind of tweaked with me, and I kind of added my own and said, what about shopping for the ladies in your life, your mom, your aunt, your sister, your wife? I got men who wanted to spend $200 at a time on a bundle that I got to pick for their wife. They sent me a picture of their girlfriend or whatever, and I did some real simple bundles, some skincare, the Pout Out Loud bundle, like stuff like that. It was in Messenger, like Marie said. I messaged every person that has ever bought makeup from me. I went into my customer list. I looked at my sheets. I looked at who needed what, and I just messaged like bananas.
And also using that, like, to say, what I was doing was saying, like, when we were really running, I was saying, I'm 87% to a huge promotion.
Yeah.
Is there anything you need? Don't be scared to tell them that you are you're on the verge of something great, because 9 times out of 10, people will rally behind. I was so surprised. I had people that I never met before that have like never commented on my lives, never bought from me before, in Australia.
Yep.
shopping from me. Like I don't even know what happened. It was like such a whirlwind, but it was all because I was messaging everybody and I was talking about it everywhere. Every single live I went live on, I was talking about the promotion, and Holly was too. And I think sometimes we lose that energy and we don't talk about the products enough, and we don't talk about what's happening enough, that it takes a lot to make that kind of movement. It takes a lot. And Holly goes live every single day. She was at 6 a.m. She was in her messenger. I mean, she sold $5,000 in about 5 days.
I'm so blown away that even happened.
I mean, it helped with the bundles, right? Because they were amazing.
Yes. Oh my God, yeah, because people were coming for those anyway.
And then they add on something else. They're like, well, give me the bundle and let me get free shipping. Let me add on a mascara.
Yeah, people added so much stuff, and I had some people who bought 3 times in 5 days, the same people, because they kept wanting to help, and that just blew me away.
And at the end there, I had customers that were buying from Holly because they knew.
Yes.
My customers were like, how can I help? And I'm like,
buy from Holly.
Holly needs some help. Help Holly.
Yep.
So I mean, it was a team effort for sure, but amazing. Messenger and we don't realize how often we need to talk about it. Don't wait until the time that you need it. The middle of the month is where the magic happens. You don't want to be in a situation, and I'm so grateful that we hit orange at what was it, like 3:45 in the afternoon, Holly?
Yes.
So we had the whole evening to just revel in what happened. But there are many presenters that don't hit it until like midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. And the key to that is not sleeping in the middle of the month. Treat the middle of the month like it's the end of the month, and at the end of the month, you'll be living like it's the first of the month. It's the first of the month. Anybody know that Bone Thugs and Harmony song? No? Okay. Sorry. My hood rat comes out sometimes. I can't help it. All right.
Go ahead and sing it to us, honey.
I can't do it like they do it. But yeah, it's the middle of the month where the magic happens. Like Holly said, by the time Black Friday even started, she was already halfway there. And if she had slept the beginning of the month, if she had slowed down, that second week of November, knowing that Black Friday was coming, she wouldn't have been positioned in a place where she could have made that happen. The middle of the month is where the magic is for show. Which, you know what it is right now, you guys. The middle of the month. Time to get those hustle hats on. And also, just as a friendly reminder, as we're closing up this team call, shipping dates are going to be coming to a close soon. So you need to be getting into your messenger and telling people, hey, if you need stocking stuffers, hey, if you needed something, gift bundles, probably the 15th is what I would say is the last day that they can get free shipping for their orders. And then after that, they're going to have to pay for expedited shipping. And if your customers are like my customers, they'll do anything they can to not have to pay for shipping. So take advantage of it right now. We've got about 7 or 8 days until we're cut off from regular shipping. All right, friends. I love you guys. Happy December. All right, I'm going to end the recording.